Titans number 12, written by Dan Abnett. Art. This is soul crushing. The tease that this issue was, because we obviously normally have Brett Booth. They gave us Kenneth Rocafort for one issue of Titans, and it is glorious. It is beautiful.
Yep. He always is.
I forgot how much I loved his arsenal. Like, that was the one good thing from that New 52 run of Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Yeah.
Was
well, that's art. It. It's so nice to see Rockfort not under him.
Even the cover, which is like Omen sort of like cowering down and like all these demonic versions of the Titans coming after her. It's beautiful stuff. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
So basically the gist of this issue is that Omen goes to visit Simon, from the previous arc, in prison, and basically all the because they're both psychics, they're both telepaths. The most of the conversation's all in their head, so it's all thought bubbles instead of speech bubbles. So that's good fun. But basically, most of it is him trying to like pry into all of her recent memories, and through that we learn all these recent like sort of things that have happened with the rest of the team. Various things with different pairings. We see that Garth's got a thing for Omen, and Omen and him are getting a little bit flirty. She kisses him. A little bit of flirtation with what am I thinking about now? And she's like, oh wow. And stuff like that. Meanwhile, Arsenal's still kind of like got a thing for Donna, and it's being weird. Unfortunately for him, though, a much more appealing Ginger steps into the fray, and Wally and her end up kissing because they both realise that they both feel kind of out of place because she's just learned that she's not real from the annual. Linda's not really giving him the time of day yet, and she feels kind of weird about him, so that's not really a thing yet. And they have this moment. And as much as I think Wally should be with Linda, I'm not opposed to this for a while, actually.
Dick can't be the only one that's always, pairing up with another superhero,
That's
he's at
fair.
Starfire, and he's been with Babs, and now, what's her name? Sean. So, what got me is, wasn't Abnett setting up Omen and Wally? Like, early on?
When?
I felt like...
I don't remember.
I remember early on they were trying to set up Omen and Wally, but he was like, oh, well, you're nice, but he was really focused on Linda and stuff. And here just... I don't know how much of this to believe, because this is from Omen, right? Like, this isn't... We're not getting this as it happens. It's kind of
we're getting her memories.
Yeah, I still think it's accurate though, at least enough to suggest there's something going on. Mainly because I'm pretty sure I saw a preview panel from a future issue that looked like they were.
I'd say it was accurate.
Yeah. Do you know what I love that after, because Arsenal sees the kiss, which heartbreaks him, and then the bottom of that page, as he's walking away, there's an arrow through kind of a rough heart. And also, I even like at the bottom of the heart, almost the reflection, if you will, the path is zigzag.
Sort of the lightning bolt, isn't it?
Kind of like Flash, So it's just a nice little touch. By the way, just as I'm looking at this, I love the art. The faces are phenomenal. Man, my God. Get Rocafort on this full time, please.
The only thing I would say is his Wally looks a little younger than I've come to expect.
That's fair.
He can adapt, though. Kick Booth off and add him, and he'll make through.
That'll be fine. So we find out why she's there. She's there to try and like find out where the memories of Karen are, Bumblebee.
Yep.
Because obviously she can't remember anything, and that sort of progressed a little bit. And basically she tricks them, and she finds out, and we actually end the issue with a cliffhanger of them basically going to this lab where she's found out they are, and we end with Titans together. That obviously the big thing, and I've left the big part out here obviously, because that's the last thing we're going to talk about, is. Basically, he says, yeah, your name's Omen because you're a bad omen. Like, there's something going to happen. And he puts the idea in her head that one of the team is going to betray them. And now she's worried. And she also sees this vision of the future where the Titans are all lying dead. So, the idea that something big's coming and that one of them's going to be a betrayer, going to be a Judas, if you will, to reference Titans history.
Well, I mean, they say Judas in the next...
The next what?
The next on, where they have the next at the end of the issue.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So they say Judas in there, so I think it's very intentional.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm just thinking too. This is part of the mind games that Omen was playing with Simon, because there's this back and forth the entire time, and Simon's saying that he's so much more powerful. But
Oh no, but she's worried at the end though.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's
Her narration. She's concerned. Like as much as she got the upper hand, like the stuff he seemed to show her seemed to have some merit to
She
it.
believes it at least to
Yeah.
some degree. I do like that when the conversation got serious, they switched to speech instead of thoughts.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're shouting almost, like because in your head's kind of quiet to an extent. It's silent even, but the idea that you get loud, you're like, no, I want to be loud. I want to shout it out.
Yeah. The other thing I really like is I'm glad that he called it out and saying that their life was like a soap opera, because it just
It
was
is.
this issue.
Yeah,
at least.
because we had Garth and her, and then we had the Wally and Donna stuff back to back, and then there was a love triangle because Arsenal's got it was a total soap opera. So it's self-aware, which is cool. Oh man, that final page, he needs to come back and draw this book full time. My God.
It's just it annoys me every time we get a guest like this, and then I go, ugh, Booth again next.
He draws such a fantastic deck, and yeah, take your innuendo if you want it, but it looks so good.
It does.
It looks so good.